So to kick things off, we got to talk about the hottest topic on our channel for the last fucking 2 months.
Yeah.
The Last of Us. And how we caught a bunch of shit because I said I had a controversial title for the last episode, which was, this show keeps getting worse as each episode. And people took that as me saying the show was bad. So, I mean, you know, if you're here from that episode, fuck you. Listen to more than a minute, jackass. Fuck off, dude. Such annoying bullshit.
1 minute.
I'm here to say this episode fucking sucked. I hated it. It wasn't even good. Like, who the fuck is this Ellie actress? She's terrible. Joel, Pedro Pascal, he can't act to save his life.
Wow, people are going to take that like so literally and come straight to the comments with that too.
Oh, I hope so. That'd be the best for me. No, I'm just kidding. But 1 sentence reviews for this episode. You know what, Tristan, usually the positive one. You want to go first?
Yeah, sure. My 1 sentence review is that this is the best episode yet.
My 1 sentence review is this is a top tier episode.
And mine is this is a very good episode that's missing some context.
Okay, that's better than I thought. I thought you were gonna hate on this one, to be honest. That's why.
I was talking shit before pre-plot. Like,
Okay.
They did this pretty much exactly. I hate talking about the game. I said I wasn't gonna talk about it quickly just to get it out of the fucking way. I played through this part recently before I watched the episode because that's what I've been doing lately. I remembered this part, and the part that I enjoyed about it was the feeling of it, not necessarily the plot line that occurs. So as long as they got close to the feeling that I felt while playing it, which is feeling very desperate and weak as Ellie, I was cool with it. And I felt like they got about 85% of that, so I have no issue with this episode compared to other ones.
That's fair.
Sweet.
I was invested from pretty much the beginning of this. As soon as that girl got bitch slapped while she was eating her dad, that was kind of nuts.
Dude, oh my gosh.
I thought that I was in at that point, bro. I was like, yeah, I'm down for this.
Did you knew?
Yeah,
because someone
I knew.
spoiled, right?
I knew. I didn't know that this was this episode. I honestly didn't even know if they were going to include it in this show. But that being said, I knew it was cannibalism from very, very early.
It's very easy to pick up on, especially if, you know, what's that old farm those boys called? The St. John boys?
Yeah,
if you know about the St. John boys, you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, you know how the boys get during
Maribel
the fucking zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking creepy ass dudes. So actually, I had a note that I got while I was playing the game that like clicked for me about why I feel the way I feel about this show so far. And once I spell it out to you guys will be like, oh, that makes sense because that's exactly how you're fucking like. So I realized that the crux of the game is the relationship between a surrogate father and surrogate daughter in Ellie and Joel, right?
Yeah.
And everything revolves around their perspective, and it's always following them. So you guys know, I'm a sucker for a surrogate fucking father plotline. Mm-hmm. Like surrogate parent, where someone's taking care of someone kid that's not theirs, and they start becoming bonded to the point where they think they are like, you know, that's the new relationship for them. Like that's my daughter, that's my son kind of thing.
Right.
And that's the part I love about The Last of Us. Now, I understand that that's not the part that some people love. Some people prefer the world. And that's what the show is doing more. It's focusing on building up this world over building up these two characters alone. So that's why I think I don't enjoy the show as much as I did the game. Because the way I'm going to take away from this is that the game to me is a top all-time game, while the show is going to be a good show. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
And so like the tier that I already held 1 to was like that, and since it didn't focus much on that crux, I'm going to always have a problem with it. So I just want to put that out there for you guys to understand my point of view, and for other people to understand that I don't necessarily dislike this show. It's just that I have a preference to where I'd want the focus to be at.
Well, I mean, I think that's fair. If they remade one of my favorite series, you know, I would be super critical of it for 1, and for 2, it would be hard to top. So I can definitely agree with that.
I also.
Yeah, when did you figure out that they were cannibals, Tristan?
When he brought the tub of meat in, and she goes, "What's this?" and he goes, "Medicine." And I was like,
Okay, he didn't say medicine.
"That's what he said."
He said venison.
Venison, yeah, like deer.
I could have sworn he said medicine.
No, I have captions on my guy.
And I wrote, I said definitely not venison. You're definitely a cannibal, my guy, because that's when I wrote it as well.
Well, then.
Yeah. So
Okay. Well, that was the moment, though.
you figured out an accident. We'll take it.
Medicine.
Yeah, medicine. And then, no, that's not. I don't think so. I don't think that's what he said. This was cool because we got to follow Ellie a little bit more. I will say Ellie came off like she couldn't do shit by herself.
Yeah, absolutely.
She fucked up killing the deer to where she had to go chase that bitch for miles,
Oh my god, yeah.
leading to her problem with fucking David and
Yeah.
James, I believe his character name
It was
is.
Goliath.
It's wow, okay. But that's the guy who plays James is Troy Baker, who is the original voice actor for Joel in the game.
Oh, that was him. Okay.
Oh.
So it was very nice to see him out and about. It was kind of cute, but he didn't really do shit, so it didn't matter. Just like how all the game characters haven't really done shit, so it doesn't really matter
That makes
when
sense.
they show up in the show.
I mean, well, because I saw that in the after scenes and stuff, and I didn't.
They're talking about it.
Yeah, but I didn't like pay attention to whose name was on the screen, and so when he was like, "Oh, I didn't expect to have a role, much less like any real lines," I just thought,
Yeah, he said he thought it was gonna be a clicker.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought you'd be a clicker too, but we've only seen 3 of those this entire series. So
See, yeah, I have something written down for that. So, obviously, one of my main complaints has been that we haven't really gotten what I've wanted out of this, which is, I will just go right to it. I said, Ellie protecting Joel, good emotional relationship, good conflict, finally. It's almost like they finally wanted to make a decent episode. I think, like, I've just been waiting so long for, a lot of these things to happen. Like, I haven't felt that emotion between Joel and Ellie, and I haven't felt like there's good conflict at all because they keep kind of skating, I don't know, getting away unscathed for the most part. And so finally to see this is definitely a breath of fresh air for me.
there is no sense of danger in the show.
No.
And like,
yeah.
fuck the game or whatever. Just generally, I was thinking about it. The last time we saw any zombie or infected was the Kathleen episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was like what, episode 5?
Well, I mean, minus the
Yeah.
flashback.
That doesn't count, yeah.
I mean, even then, it just bit them, and that was it.
Yeah.
Like, it was like a 2-second bit. But yeah, I think like that was the last part we saw was when the Kathleen shit went down with the bloater, and that was episode 5. And since then, we haven't seen one. And prior to that, the only time we had saw one was episode 2, when Tess and Joel had killed one, or went through the thing and Tess got infected. So like, I don't like. How are people scared to go outside?
Yeah,
There's
honestly.
no zombies anywhere.
Right.
Just go. Just go chill. And that's an issue with the show in general. There's some show-specific things I picked up on this episode that pissed me off a little bit. That was like, you can't do that. Because it felt like they were trying to lean on the game, but you can't do that when you've already changed shit. You can't lean on a different source material when you haven't built that up in this source material. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'll get to it later, but there's a specific part where David and Ellie are having a conversation. She says something that I'm like, there's no evidence for that at all.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, that makes sense.
Did you guys think David was cool or not?
No.
No.
Yeah, like, I don't
Was he
I don't
cool
like
in the
when
game?
shows. No,
Okay.
I don't mean cool as a scare. I think. Did you think he was like a good guy?
I know what you meant. No.
Yeah, I don't. First off, they really gave it away because you never do the religious preacher shit.
Oh, no.
That's the quickest giveaway to someone's evil.
Yeah, there's a one exception to that in a different show, but
Walking Dead.
yes.
Yeah, Morgan,
No, what's his name?
the black dude.
Yeah,
preacher.
it ain't
I don't know
Morgan,
his
but
name.
yeah. Something.
He him. Oh yeah, Morgan's from the first like episode or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just like, I don't believe it. I hate when shows try to treat you like you're dumb. Like, yeah, this dude's sus as fuck, boy. So it's like, yeah. I also don't like how, like, Ellie just trusts him right away for no reason.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well,
Because it's like Ellie, Have we not been fighting motherfuckers at every point, and people have been dicking us over the whole time?
I mean, no, that's the thing. No,
Well,
they
okay,
haven't.
they haven't been fighting people, but 90% of the time they meet someone in the wild, they get dicked.
That's true. Yeah. But, I mean, my thing up until this episode was, okay, this is a zombie show, and I haven't seen many zombies. That's fine. You know, you can go with that. But there has to be some sort of conflict. So that means there's bandits, right? No. We've seen one scene up until, like, this whole altercation with bandits, and that was in a Frank and Bill episode where they raided their place, so it wasn't even Joel and Ellie related.
It was the 6th episode.
Yeah,
at the end when he got stabbed.
That's what I'm saying, because that's part of this altercation.
Yeah, I'll count that. I see what you're saying.
But I don't know. I just feel like they're, like I said, I feel like they get away unscathed for the most part. Like, I get it. The stabbing, like, that was obviously, I mean, Joel almost died. Like, I'm not saying that they got away, you know, super free or anything, but, like, I just feel like for the most part they have not been in any sort of danger.
For how little power Ellie has at all and little skill she has, because she didn't even make it away from the bandits, she got caught right a fucking way.
Yeah,
she should have been fucked up by now. Like, period.
That's what I'm saying.
And they keep here's the thing I was gonna bring up that keeps pissing me off. They keep trying to say Ellie has leadership qualities, she has a violent heart, and she's a beast.
We saw that for the first time this episode.
Mm-hmm. And it was after David said it.
Yes.
She saw it.
Yes, I agree.
Because he said, I could tell you got a violent heart. How, David?
Yeah.
She hasn't done shit.
Yeah.
She hasn't killed any. She shot one guy and she cried about it.
Yeah, that's pretty for true.
All the way back in Kathleen, episode 4, she shot one guy who was trying to kill Joel and she freaked out and started spazzing about it. You know what I mean? So, like, how is she supposed to have this violent heart? You know, she was in military school. They keep trying to tell us, oh, you're going to be a leader, Ellie. What qualities have we seen from Ellie that's going to be a leader? She's led no one. She doesn't really communicate with anyone. She just beats people. She doesn't even beat people up. She just kind of sits there, lets Joel do everything, and then she makes a fucking joke in the background like she's Spider-Man.
Yeah, pretty much.
like, dude, come on now.
At least she cleavered homie later in this episode, bro.
Dude, okay.
That was pretty awesome, bro.
Yeah. But, like, also this episode was really bad with the writing for some reason. At some points, Ellie's dialogue when she was chilling with David and James when she first ran to them, that shit was ass. Buddy boy, like, she kept saying buddy boy for some reason.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is this buddy boy shit? You haven't been Southern this whole thing, and all of a sudden you're pulling out buddy boys, pals, partners.
They gave a middle-aged white man, a 50-year-old Southern white dude, the role of writer this episode.
Yeah, I
don't
know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck that was. I will say a thing that I like that they added into this. When she got done with David, and Dave was like, yeah, I know you're the one who killed my homies, you and your little friend Joel. Where you at, though? Your dad? And then, like, she goes back to Joel, and she's all, like, scared from what happened. She, like, lays down and, like, hugs him.
Yeah.
That was some good shit.
That was good.
That was good. I agree.
Yeah, she actually, like I said, it felt like she was protecting for once, and that was cool.
She felt like she was protecting, but even while she was trying to protect, she felt like she still needed to be protected.
For sure. Yeah.
You know, that's why she was with him, like, cuddle up to him for comfort. Again, I wish we had more scenes like that in this 9-episode season that ends this week. So
yeah,
kind of bullshit.
I don't know about you guys. I think my favorite scene, possibly in this entire show at this point, was the Joel torture scene.
Dude,
so
yes, and they took that shit one for one from the game.
That's awesome, dude. And it's really cool to me because it shows that Joel isn't a good dude. Like, he's not supposed to be the good guy in this story. He's just another dude that's, like, just trying to make it out like everybody else. Like, he's trying to do what he needs to survive. And I think that's the coolest part is we get so, like, caught up in these, you know, knights that are supposed to be, you know, like I said, the knight in shining armor that can do no wrong in these, like, apocalyptic worlds that are, like, supposed to be leaders. And it's like, no, everybody's, even the people that you're supposed to be rooting for are bad people. They're doing what they need to do to survive, you know? So I think that's super cool because it's not, you know, trying to focus on, root for Joel. He's a good guy.
But you like him and you do root for him because you sympathize.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so you're like, I get it. Like, I would do the same shit. You know what I mean? Like, if my daughter got kidnapped, I would be fucking dudes up too.
Right.
And my issue, so that's a great positive about this episode, but it's also a negative for the season. Because by this point, you're supposed to know Joel is built like that.
I know,
However,
dude.
They've softened him up extremely throughout the season. Especially with the whole conversation he had with David, where he was like, I don't got it no more. Or not David, I'm sorry, with his brother, Tommy.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't got it no more. I can't do it. I'm going to get her killed, right? I think what they were going for, I don't think necessarily landed for me, was that Joel felt like he was going downhill and losing it. And this episode with Ellie in danger was him, like, having to hulk up and be like, no, I'm still that motherfucker if I need to be. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think that's what they were trying to do. But it just was like, I would rather have seen this earlier, dude. Because, like, even episode 1, they were speaking on how badass Joel was in episode 1. When Tess was getting beat up and they're like, don't sick that your boyfriend on us, you know what I mean? And they was like, yeah, because Joel was going to fuck them up.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen him fuck anyone up. We've seen him scrape by in fights. Like, that's about it. And so it was nice to see him this episode fucking get those motherfuckers, put the knife in his kneecap. You fucking lied to me. I'm popping that shit off, boy. Like,
that was crazy.
Like, that shit was tough. And then him marking the map and then him stabbing him anyways. He's like, what the fuck? You marked where you want. He's like, okay.
Yeah, I know.
I believe him.
And then that was the coldest
cool.
shit.
That was cool.
Like I said, that was like taking one for one. And that was a line that I loved a lot. Where he's like, no, it's okay. I believe him. And just stab and fucking killed him too. I was like, oh, this dude Joel is ready. He's in his prime. He hit a second win. He's about to kill some motherfuckers. So there was they added an element that was pretty much, it was more suggested in the game, but in the show they don't like subtlety, because they very much told you that this dude was a super pedophile.
Oh my god, the handhold,
so
bro.
I'm
what the fuck?
Never mind. Actually, continue first, and then I'll say what I was going to say.
You better not be saying you don't see it, because if you're saying you don't see it,
No,
you're
no,
on
no,
fucking
no, no,
crack.
no. That's not what I'm about to say. Don't. No.
Okay.
Nothing like that.
But no, it was very much so, because the way he was speaking was not subtle at all.
It was
like,
weird, bro.
we can make this better, you know. It was very much like, you can rule beside me as queen kind of shit.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm like, she's 14, bro.
Yeah, dude. Come on now.
And it's very much highly suggested that the reason he didn't kill her and wanted her back then was for, like, this shit. Was because he wanted her as his fucking wife, basically. And I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Some people never change, Catholic priest style.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking true. But this dude, and he was supposed to be a teacher, too, remember? They said, yeah, I used to be a teacher.
Some people
Yeah.
never change.
Yeah, bro. I'm just, Jesus Christ. What the fuck? And it was interesting. That was great acting on Bella Ramsey's part. It's probably the closest I felt like she was to Ellie, was in that cage when she fucking broke his fingers up. He slammed her face against the wall and she had blood. And she was like, getting hulked out and shit.
Sweet.
I was like, yes. That was Ellie right there. And I thought she did a good job. I still think, and this is nothing that she can do, and I feel fucking bad for even saying it, but she's not a very believable badass. Okay. She has a very bubbly face, where she just looks like a little kid who you could probably like kick through a field goal post. So that's nothing you could do other than adding a bunch of like gritty makeup and prosthetics to her.
Right.
But it's pretty fucking, I wouldn't do it. It would just look awkward at that point. You know? So that's pretty interesting, to say the least. I did enjoy that scene. Her whole plan to get out of there was pretty sweet with the I'm infected, I got you infected bit. And then tomahawk chopping old boy in the locker.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
Old dude.
She said, get fucked, see you later. Took off. And things kind of moved fast from there, because it went from get tomahawk to we are in this like lunch hall and it's burning down and I'm trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was very like a quick jump, and I was like, whoa, that was fucking fast. What? I could even tell what, I didn't know how we got here. Like, it just transitioned. They were in the fucking dining hall burning.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they did a good job translating the boss fight from the game, which is like her creeping around, trying to stab him in the back over and over as he's looking for her. That was pretty sweet. Just seeing Ellie turn into a little Assassin's Creed monster, jumping out of corners and shit. Ezio hidden blading a motherfucker in the back. Shit I did not like. That shit scene right as he gets on top of her.
Yeah,
I don't agree. Like that shit in media in general.
Yeah.
And especially didn't need the belt buckle bullshit.
Oh my god, I know.
That just makes me feel uncomfortable, and I understand why. Again, but like I said, the other version of this was more subtle, and I prefer subtlety than you having to force it to me, because I can put clues together. I know it's kind of crazy. I am smarter than the average raccoon.
Yeah.
Maybe not the bear. The bears are pretty smart. But yeah, and she ends up getting him off her and just chops him to fucking mincemeat. Just doom, 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 doom. Fuck you, fuck you. I would do the same exact shit too, bro.
Yeah.
Like someone tries to fucking kill me, eat me, take me as their wife, rape me. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill you, dog. This is probably my biggest issue with the whole depiction of this episode, was they changed something that had no purpose being changed. Okay. And I feel like you miss a lot of impact from it. So, in the show, she chops him up. She finally says, fuck it, I'm done. Walks out. She gets grabbed up. She gets grabbed up by Joel. You know what I mean?
Okay, can I guess what the game does?
Yeah, go for it.
So, I don't know at all. I'm just guessing. So, I'm guessing she does not stop until Joel gets her to stop.
Tristan, you want to take a guess?
So, I don't need to. I actually saw a clip from the game. I saw the clip from the game, which showed how that scene ended.
Okay. Yeah, Eli, that's exactly what fucking happens.
Okay, that sounds like better written. Yeah.
She just keeps going and going. Because, I mean, that's really what would happen in that moment. You really wouldn't fucking stop.
Yeah.
Like, she just kept going and going and going. And then Joel sees it. And he sees what she's doing. And he grabs her. He's like, Ellie, stop. You're okay. Like, you know. And it was great still. Like, just the scene of him grabbing her, holding her. And her doing the quivering, like, you know, he tried to, you know, like her trying to basically contextualize what he was doing, but without saying it. And Joel could figure it out and, like, it's okay. You know, that's when he gives her the it's okay, baby girl thing, which is what he used to call Sarah before she died. Mm-hmm. So now you see that Ellie is really becoming his daughter again, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know why they changed that. That was such, like, a thing that was, like, a miss. Like, it's like, there was no reason to do that. The only reason I could think is that you want tension, that you think that now she's finally got out, she killed everyone, now she got grabbed again by someone else, you know what I mean? And if you want to go for that jump scare, I don't think the jump scare is worth more than that moment of him pulling her off of him.
I don't think it worked at all either. Like,
really?
No, I don't think the jump scare worked at all. Like, there's no chance I thought that was anybody but Joel.
I agree.
I'm just trying to think about why they would do it, and that's the only thing I can come up with.
No, I agree with you. I'm just saying that I don't know. I'm not saying that there's viewers out there, I'm sure there is, that were scared by that moment. But, like, you just beat the big boss. Never do you usually get, you know, scooped up by somebody lesser than that, unless it's somebody embracing you. And that was just kind of a moment that I've seen in media a lot, to where I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm used to that idea.
Yeah, a lot of this, like I said, a lot of the adaptation past episode 1 has been like, damn, y'all are so close. Like, I felt like there's a bunch of times where I'm like, damn, you're right there, but you just changed the little thing you shouldn't have changed, or you're weird one section you shouldn't have been weird about. It's like, damn, dude. You know, the 8 episodes in, I keep saying this, and I will keep saying this. Every episode that you wasted makes me more and more upset the further we get in. The Bill and Frank episode pissing me off more. Again, it's a good story in a vacuum. However, in the case of the season, it pisses me off. And then every scene of Kathleen makes me more mad.
Oh, gosh. Kathleen especially.
We could have had more of this and less of Kathleen.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
I wanted more of this. This was too short. Like, it was like 50 minutes, and you spent like 10 minutes characterizing the village, which I did not need.
No.
And so, and because they're dead, again, they're dead and gone, so what the fuck? So, I don't know. Did you guys watch the episode preview for this week, or did you guys turn it off?
I don't do that.
Actually watch it.
You don't want to hear about it, huh, Eli?
Like, what do you mean?
Preview.
Like, for this episode or for next week's?
For this episode 9.
No, I don't want to hear it.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. This has to be like a 2-hour episode, because they don't got enough time. They really don't. And if they pull it off, good job. But it's not looking like it, and they're going to need more time, and I don't think they have it. So it'll be cool to see this last episode. I'm hoping they will. But I've been saying this since I think like episode 3 or 4. Once I found out there was 9 episodes, that I don't think they're going to be able to stick the landing because of how much time they've had. It's up to them to prove me wrong. You know, I'm just a random fucking dude on the internet who makes a podcast that gets 3 views. So who the fuck am I to tell you how to write? Except for the second game, because I will tell you how to write that one if you want. Call me up. I can write the second season for you. I can actually make it, good. Yeah, so that's this week. You guys excited for the finale?
Define excited.
So.
Are you intrigued enough to where you won't be upset with any outcome?
No.
Okay. Are you intrigued enough to want to watch it ASAP?
Yeah, well,
I'll watch it when I watch it.
When I can.
Okay, damn.
I'm not gonna
that's what I'm saying. As soon as possible for you, Eli.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna wait for it to drop on Sunday night and then be like, now's my time.
Damn. They lost us. I said it at the end of episode 1, and I find it more hilarious that I said that in hindsight. That I said, if the rest of this adaptation can be dog shit, I will still have that first episode, and I do. I think I'll go back and watch that episode again sometime because I think that shit was excellent, and that's perfect. I think again that's why they did that shit. They're like, all right, let's keep the game. They're gonna change the game for the intro, and everything else we're gonna change it because fuck them. That's why. But. Big dog gotta eat, man. So we're gonna close up on that. Any final thoughts on Last of Us episode 8?
Nope.
I really do think overall this was a good episode, and I'm happy that they gave us this at least because everything else has been pretty disappointing for a while.
Hey guys, this is my one request. Please play the fucking game. It don't gotta be now. It don't gotta be ever. But play it. And if you think it sucks for the first couple hours, just give it a couple more time. Because I promise you, once you get past Bill and Frank, that shit is nonstop amazingness. I recommend that to both you Goombas in here. I recommend that to any viewer who owns a PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. You don't got to buy the new version because the new version is like $70, and you don't got to buy that, bro. Just buy the old version. The graphics still look good. Like, fuck it. I'm not gonna tell you spend $70 on a game that's 12 years old, dog, just for some graphics.